Peace and love eternal to the soul gang. What's going on? It is your girl, Tia Storm, T the medium, T Honey the artist. And what's good, family? This is gonna be a special mystery machine message, okay? Brought to you by the Divine Holy Spirit. Now, first of all, with this week's mystery machine message, it was truly unique. Okay, for those of you all that are new to the channel that don't know, the mystery machine is usually mystery messages, downloads, channels that we get from spirit that we decipher. Okay, so we Scooby Doo in the game. That's why it's the mystery machine. Okay, so it's been a lot of channels that's coming through this fall equinox. It's been a whole lot of channels coming through. Last night in my own personal meditation before I took rest, right? Last night I'm in meditation. I go into like this trance state. I got a particular piece of art that I meditate with. Okay. And then I go into a trance state. Now, while I'm in meditation mode last night, I started getting feelings of like worry or anxiousness, or like it was like this energy of something trying to critique me, or try to critique what I was saying, or like try to critique my prayers and shit. Oh, you facing the wrong way and all this old kind of shit. Like just real hypercritical energy that start coming in out of no place. And I had to G-check that shit, like, because I felt like, you know what I'm saying, my whole little meditative state was getting bombarded. I'm like, wait, whoa, what the heck is this? Spirit, like, can you identify where those feelings are coming from? I'm like, yeah. Somebody got a problem with how I pray or my own spiritual practice? Like, these are projections, right? Like I was getting projectional energy, like almost like, oh no, you're doing it wrong type nagging ass energy. Okay, while I'm praying, you're supposed to be facing to the east. Now that's what I heard, and I was like, what? Okay, so then spirit took me down this rabbit hole. Okay, like where did that whole thing come from? Why do they want you to feel bad about how you choose to meditate, or how you choose to talk to your higher self, or who put all these rules and all these constraints on how you can communicate with the divine, how you should, and all like this? Whose ritualistic practices are these? You know what I'm saying? Like spirit took me down like a whole real quick rabbit hole. Okay. And so we just research it and share it with y'all. So that's what I did. Okay, upon this rising, I typed in Google. Google, why is everybody praying to the east? What's up with that? Okay, got a few different answers. Now, listen, I am very receptive to all different cultural and religious walks of life. I do not want nobody to take offense to these messages. However, it is what it is when it boils down to it in the end. Just hang in there with me. Okay? Okay. Now, when I upon my Google search, right? Why do everybody pray to the east? Few things. Okay. Few different schools of Christian thought. It's like, well, you praying towards or with the rising sun. Wow. Okay. That's crazy. Hopefully I'm back. 5:05 on the clock. I just had the internet connection drop out of nowhere and then pop back on, drop off again, and then come back. So hopefully now we back. Okay, hopefully my stream didn't get interrupted too much. So the whole thing with, the rising sun, the sun rises, and you yourself resurrect by towards praying towards the east with the rising sun and all like this. Another school of thought, from the Christianity school, is like the Garden of Eden was planted in the east. So that's where everybody faced. Another school of thought, okay, Judaism, okay. Basically, it all comes from the Abrahamic tradition, if you want to be honest. Christianity, Judaism, and Muslim or Islam cultures, right? The Judaism school of thought is the whole Mount of Olive situation, where the Savior would be returning east of Jerusalem. Okay, then the the Muslim faith, you know, pray towards Kaaba and Mecca. Okay, east. Okay, so these is the few things that popped up in the Google search. First thing I noticed is the whole Abrahamic tradition. That's why everybody prays facing towards the east. Okay, so then it got me to thinking, well, we're indigenous beings. The earth in us goes back farther than the Abrahamic tradition. It goes back farther than religion. And a lot of our cultural practices as indigenous people, we brought here to Earth. They actually came with us intergalactically from other stars. Okay? Okay. So Spirit took me down a whole little quick rabbit hole with that situation. Now, here's the thing is that with the religious structures being put in place by patriarchy, right? This is where all of those feelings come from. Oh, you're doing it wrong. Oh, it gotta be like this. Oh, like this. Because of all of the traditions and behind the rituals they put in place, the rituals that they told you to practice. You see what I'm saying? But here's the thing about it. Okay, the divine is wanting for all of us to reset our spiritual compass to our own inner voice and less off of these traditions that we've been taught, because it's the way they were put in place and by who, partially, but then it's the fact that it's to keep us looping, okay, um keeping us needing something outside of self rather than coming into and embracing the wholeness of self. Okay? So, with the whole East thing, what's up with the East? Well, East represents a couple things on spiritual tip. Okay? East represents the element of air. Now, with air comes thought, right? Thoughts, your words, projection. Okay? Mentalism. All like this. Okay? Um, all energies that's masculine, all energies that was put in place by these patriarchal structures. And do not get it twisted, but religion is definitely the different religions is a part of that, because it was the main tool that they use for mind control. That's why they have you praying to the east, because the east, the direction of the east, actually is what's aligned with you mentally. The east represents the mental energy. Okay? So, just so we clear. Okay? Now, here's the whole thing about it is by shaking everybody into, only focusing one direction. Okay? The thing about that is you negate all the other directions. East is one direction. Okay. You got the others, north, south, west. Okay. You also got inside. Okay. You also got, up. You see what I'm saying? You got other directions. All right. So by teaching you to only focus on east, or to only focus right, or to only focus on the masculine energy must be what's right. You understand? Like, it was a whole mind fuck, basically. Okay. Whole five of swords situation. Okay. Okay. So now, what's up with the other directions? I heard spirit say, a lot of y'all, when y'all pray, meditate, need to turn around. Okay? Try it. Okay? If you always prayed facing east, okay, or if you always meditated facing east, try turning around. Try facing west and see what happens. Are you willing to turn west and see what happens? Or, oh, is that blasphemy and I'm a heretic and this and this and that? Because I said turn around the other way. Okay? If the divine is omnipresent, okay? The divine's everywhere. Okay? That means you focusing on one aspect of the divine, and there's a whole other 3, 4, 5, 6 aspects that need to be focused and looked at. You see what I'm saying? But you look in one way. Okay? A lot of us is overactive mentally. Okay? It was 11:55 when I said that on the clock. A lot of us is overactive mentally. Okay? Which means we're actually feeding our mind more into more mental energy by facing east. When we meditate, we actually should turn around. Okay, why should you turn around? Well, what do west rule? Okay, west. Okay, energetically and spiritually speaking, when you talk about west, okay, you're talking about water, huh? You're talking about water. Now, spirit is representative of water. Huh? Source is water. The first element on the periodic table is hydrogen. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, west, water. Water represents spirit. Water also represents emotions. Okay? Represents the heart, represents the heart center, emotions. Okay? Spirit. Okay? So, just follow me. I know it's a stretch. Okay? But let's just say, well, let's use us as a real example. Us as divine star seeds. A lot of us are healing a lot of difficult emotional trauma, right? A lot of us are having to heal a lot of difficult emotional trauma. A lot of us is overthinkers due to the emotional trauma that we've been through, right? So if West rules the emotions, if we're going into a meditative state, seeking to heal emotional trauma, it may be more powerful to go into that meditative state facing West. If you're doing heart chakra meditation, heart chakra work, okay? Trying to open up your heart chakra and or balance it or whatever the case might be. It actually may be better for you to face West, okay? To tap into your emotional self. If West naturally rules water, okay, or is representative of water, of the emotion, of the energies in motion, and if that's what you're trying to heal, then why wouldn't you meditate facing West? You see what I'm saying? Okay, South. Let's look at South. Okay, South. represented by the element of fire. Okay, by the element of fire. Okay, so a lot of us as divine star seeds, right? A lot of us have had our energy fed on. A lot of us is being vamped by energy vampires, narcissist energy. A lot of us have our energy being siphoned and harvested from us without even realizing it on a day-to-day basis. Okay, let's say you're needing to gain your strength. Huh? Let's say there's some actions you're needing to take, but maybe you've been lacking the willpower to take action. Okay, maybe you've been lacking the motivation to take action, to drive, or whatever the case might be. Okay, South fire. Okay, that solar chakra energy. That's you taking action. Fire represents that action energy. You see what I'm saying? If you've been energetically drained, energetically feasted on, need an energy boost, need to gain, motivation, momentum, drive. Okay, if you're needing to rebalance that, then your prayers and your meditations might actually be more effective if you face south, because that's the energy that aligns with the energy that you're trying to balance. Okay, let's look at north real quick. North. North has to do with earth. Okay, north represents the element of earth. Okay, what's earth? That's your grounding energy. Okay, that's your need to ground. All right, a lot of us been in this mental mind energy so long, overthinking, thinking so long, huh? Only about the logic so long. All up in our head so long. Okay, a lot of us would benefit from facing north, meditating north, praying north, calling on the guardians of the north to come in and to help ground. You go out in nature, face north. Okay, it may actually help you to become more grounded quicker. Okay, because north, that's the element of earth. You see what I'm saying? Let's say you're doing some root chakra work. Okay, you're needing to heal from, you know what I'm saying? Some sexual trauma, some 3D real physical wounds like that. Rape, you know what I'm saying? Slavery and stuff like this that still bonds us blood wise. You see what I'm saying? You would benefit from doing that work and that grounding work and that trauma work. You would benefit from facing north out in nature while doing that work, because north is the element that aligns with earth, that aligns with the root and the earth star and stuff like this. You see what I'm saying? So by only teaching us to face or meditate or pray one way, you see what I'm saying? The way another outside of you deemed is right. You see what I'm saying? There's gonna be times where we're tested. Our intuition is being tested. Okay, our intuition, our ability to follow our gut, our ability to, act on what we're hearing and what we're getting from spirit, all of that's being tested. Okay, we cannot allow traditions and rituals of a system that energetically entraps us and boxes us in. Okay, why is it a box in? because they need a container. A container for what? The energy they harvesting up off of our ass. Okay? Okay. A lot of us will benefit from meditating to the south collectively. Okay, let's say you're trying to call your energy back to you. We're doing soul retrieval work and this like this. You would benefit from meditating to the south, where we, us as a collective of star seeds, should get together on a Sunday and say, "Fuck it, let's turn south and meditate south today at noon." Okay, call all the power back, all the energy. You understand? You see what I'm saying, man? It might be some powerful shit, but we will never know because we are so conditioned. You see what I'm saying? To the rituals and to the traditions that somebody else already set in place for us versus listening to ourselves and thinking for ourselves. Okay? Okay. Now, Spirit wanted me to bring up the numbers. Okay? I got this channel last night. As these downloads was coming in, Spirit said, look at your phone, look at the time. Okay. It was 11:51 on the clock. Now, a few things very interesting about that. It was 11:51. Couple things first. Let's just look at yesterday's date. Okay. Yesterday was the night I got these messages. The Piscean full moon on the fall equinox. Okay? Or bringing in the fall equinox. Now, the date yesterday was 9/21, 2021. Okay? When you break the date down numerically, okay, all the numbers break back down to an 8. Okay? 9 is 9. 21. Okay, 2 and 1 is 3. 2021, 2, 2, 1, that's 5. Okay, 9, 3, and 5. Okay, it's going to break down to a 17 and break you back down to an 8. Now, why is this significant? Okay, because 8 have to do with the balancing out and the balancing out in, what was the word I wanted to say? The balancing out and the restoration, let's say, of karma. Okay, so not only that, 8 is also number indicative of abundance and everything coming in once the karma cycle is closed out. So I got the message on a day that breaks down to an 8, and then the time was angel number 11:51. 11:1151. That's 8 again. Okay, so it was real synchronistic. It was real serious. Okay, so if you're just not tuning in, make sure that you catch the playback. Okay, each direction represents a certain thing in the spirit. Okay, if you're needing help healing in a certain area, you might actually benefit from meditating in a particular direction different than what we've been taught. Okay, a lot of us is overthinking, overactive mentally. The air is that mental energy. Some of us need to come out of that. A lot of us will benefit from tapping more into the heart. Turn west. Okay, emotions represented by the west, spirit represented by the west. Okay, turn west and meditate. That will help you activate your heart chakra energy more than face the east. You see what I'm saying? Like we working counterproductive against ourselves by holding on to these old traditions of what we've been taught to be right. Okay, we have to pay attention. Okay, you need a boost in your willpower. You calling your energy back. Face south. Okay, south represented by fire. So if you've been lacking in energy, needing your energy back, you've been vamped on, face south and meditate. Okay, that will help your energy come back faster because the south rules action. Okay, so maybe let's say your manifestation's been coming in a little slow. Okay, let's say you want to pick things up a bit, you know what I'm saying, for your money manifestations, for your love manifestations, or whatever. on the corresponding day of the week. Okay? You want to pick up your love manifestation? Meditate facing south on a Friday, on a Venus day. Okay? You want to pick up your money manifestation? Face south and meditate on a Thursday. Okay? You know what I'm saying? We have to start working with the energies. You see what I'm saying? We've been we know a little bit, okay. You know what I'm saying? We know, that each direction might represent something differently. Okay. Like tarot, for example. Let's use tarot. We know the swords represent the air. Okay. Think of the air to the east. Okay. Let's say we need help balancing out something mentally. Okay. Then you would want to do your, let's say, your third eye chakra meditations. Okay? You would want to do them on Wednesday because Wednesdays ruled by Mercury, okay? Air, okay? And do it facing east. Okay? That's the time it would benefit you to pray to the east or meditate to the east. Okay? Because you need help with that particular thing. Okay? But if you're needing help tapping into your emotions more, healing from emotional traumas and wounds, you may want to turn around. Okay? Okay. You need help grounding. Okay? You need help grounding, getting back balance, coming back down to the earth, down to the ground. Meditate to the north. Okay? If you need help grounding, extra grounding. Okay? Whatever the case might be. You're healing, trying to help heal somebody, or you're trying to help heal yourself of a sexual trauma or, physical abuse. Okay, something where blood was shed or spilled or whatever the case might be. You would benefit from praying about that and going into meditation about that, facing north. Okay? It will ground you more. It will help bring in the healing faster because you're working with the proper element that help heal that particular energy. You see what I'm saying? It's all energy. We're all energy. The divine's all energy. The divine birth forth all the energies. Okay? It's the culmination of all the energies. Okay? We're limiting ourselves severely. You see what I'm saying? By just doing what we've been told. You know what I'm saying? Doing as we've been conditioned to do. Okay? You don't just have to pray to the east. You pray in which direction best suits your need. And then guarantee you healing to come in like that. Okay? Like that. I know because I tried it. Okay? Something really tried to make me feel like, oh, you're doing it wrong. Oh, you're supposed to be facing to the east. All them little negative thoughts tried to come in because I was turned west. You see what I'm saying? But no, I'm doing heart chakra healing. Huh? I'm healing emotionally. Huh? You see what I'm saying? That benefits me, actually. You see what I'm saying? Meditating to the west, praying in that direction. Whatever energy that was didn't want me to pick up on that. You see what I'm saying? It wants to trick you into thinking you're doing something wrong. That's a trick back into the old paradigm. It's a trick back into the traditions and into the programming. You see what I'm saying? Like, for real. But back to the whole angel number thing situation with the 11:51, right? Okay, because that's when I got these channels. 11:51 p.m. yesterday. Okay. Full moon in Pisces, too. Okay, on a fall equinox. Now, Pisces, what do Pisces rule? Okay, dreams, but also illusions. Okay, it's also a water sign. Huh? It was a water sign full moon. Of course, I would have gotten my strongest, most intuitive messages last night, meditating to the west, But whatever energy that was wanted me to think I was doing something wrong. Okay? Okay? But then also, okay, Pisces rules self sabotage. Pisces rules dreams and also illusions, transcendence, and things like this. Okay? Let's say I've been struggling to break free from, you know what I'm saying, certain situations. You know what illusions you know what I'm saying, needed to break. You know what lies you've been living under that you know you need to break, or whatever the case might be. Or you know. Let's just say, let's just say you've been dealing with people in your life that try to create a lot of illusions for you and shit like this all the time. Okay? You would benefit from praying and meditating about that situation, facing west, especially on a Pisces full moon or this energy we in right now, because Pisces is going to dispel a lot of the illusions. That's why Spirit brought this message last night, because this is an illusion. The fact that we think we gotta pray facing east, and that's it. That's a fucking illusion that needed to be dispelled. And Spirit brought that shit through real life and living color last night on a Piscean full moon, okay? On a fall equinox at that. Which brings me back down to the numbers. Because 11, 1, 1, 5, 1, that's 8. 1, 1, 5, 1. All adds up to 8, okay? Looking at the numbers from the date yesterday, all breaks down to an 8, okay? So this is clearing away the illusions that the karmic cycles we were stuck in the old timelines. You see what I'm saying? This is clearing that out and then moving into an area of abundance. Okay, because this is fall equinox. It's harvest time. That's the harvest full moon last night. So now it's time to reap the abundance of a new karmic cycle where we're moving and doing different, where we're making changes, where we're doing things differently. Okay? So, yes, it's a challenge, right? Because fives come with challenges. Okay? But fives come with freedom. You see what I'm saying? Fives come with freedom. Okay? Fives are creation. You see what I'm saying? It's like we can't do what we've always done. Everybody's always prayed to the east. You see what I'm saying? What they say about insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You want to know how many people sit up at night crying, wondering why I come? I prayed this. They mad at God. I prayed this and I prayed that, and I did, and my prayers didn't work, and God ain't hear me. You're not doing what God told you to do. You doing what some religious figure or somebody like that programs you to do. You're not doing what the God that you said to do. You see what I'm saying? Period. Like that, like you can't be mad at the divine for not hearing you, but then you not listening to the divine neither. Like that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? You listen to everybody except for yourself. That's what the structure do. That's what the programming do. You see what I'm saying? Ease will benefit you if you're healing or needing to go through healing mentally. Okay? Stuff like this. But you would have to focus your attention on that. But if you're overactive mentally and you need to get into your other chakras and heal other places, you would benefit from praying or meditating in a different direction. Okay? That's just that. With the numbers, it's about understanding our manifestations are coming through so quick, okay? And fives, with fives come challenges, right? That's like me last night in the meditative state. doing my thing. And then here come them negative ass voices. Oh, you're doing it wrong. Oh, you're doing it wrong. You're supposed to be facing east. I turned the way I was meant to turn when I sat down and went into the meditative state. Spirit naturally sat me right where I needed to sit. I sat right where I was comfortable. I, I was already in my mode doing my thing. There wasn't nothing wrong. But but the energy's coming. Oh, you doing it now? You're supposed to be facing east. Oh, yeah. Fucking programming. You see what I'm saying? That's some bullshit. You face east if it suits you to face east. You see what I'm saying? If you need to ground, face north. Huh? You need emotional healing, emotional trauma wounds, or open up your heart, face west. You need help taking action, getting your willpower back, calling your power back, face south. You know what I'm saying? Do what suits you to do. Do it different. That's what fives also represents, changes. It's a challenge to change. I can't be free to be me because somebody else's dogma, somebody else's religion tradition said. Bullshit. That's how we all got here in the first place. On this spiritual journey. Shoot. Okay. So none of that comes with mostly the Abrahamic tradition. Okay. Christianity, Judaism, and Islam with the facing east situation. Okay. It came with the introduction of religion, of the patriarchal structure. But us as indigenous beings and us as divine star seeds, we're talking about infinity. God is infinite. If you exist now, you've always existed. That means Earth ain't our first home. We brought a lot of certain stuff here with us. You see what I'm saying? From other places. You see what I'm saying? But that's the thing. We just doing what somebody told us. You know what I'm saying? We should do. And sometimes spirit will call you to do it differently. Okay? Prime example. I'll use myself as an example. You know, when let's say, if you're working with a particular Orisha or you're working with a particular ascended master, right? How if you're doing certain rituals or making certain offerings, how traditionally they tell you to do it one way. Or if you look up how to do it or how to make the offering to the deity, everybody will have always done it a certain way or say, no, do it like this. You'll even catch them arguing. No, it's supposed to be like this. No, it's supposed to be like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're working with a particular energy, they will guide you toward what's needed at that moment. Okay? If you're working with a particular energy, they will guide you to use what you have in that moment to get that work done. They is not going to sit up here and have you going back and forth about yourself, arguing with yourself. Is this right? Is that right? Am I doing this right? Do I need to set it up like this or set it up like that? Just set the shit up and let's go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, set up, use what you got. Resourcefulness. That's also something else that's ruled by the five. Okay? Resourcefulness. If we only praying in one direction, facing one direction, okay, we are only using a fourth of our resources. Period. You know what I'm saying? If you only praying facing to the east, you only calling a fourth of the energies and a fourth of the protection that you could be calling. Because you don't face no other way the rest of the time. You see what I'm saying? You got whole other ancestors and guides and ascended masters and a whole host of folks, you know what I'm saying, waiting to help you get through what it is you truly working through. But you don't know because you only been facing the one way, which means you're only getting the information that comes from that way. You see what I'm saying? But you got information coming at you from, you know what I'm saying, from 3-4 other directions, and you just looking at the one. That's a hindrance to you. You see what I'm saying? So us as light workers, us as energy workers, we gotta understand what that means. We gotta understand using energy to the best of our capability. You see what I'm saying? Utilizing all of our resources, utilizing all of what we learn. Okay? Energy workers or light workers, we're familiar with the different energies, the different directions, whatever the case. But still, nobody has asked the question like, why do we only face and pray one direction? Okay, it's just about a subtle shift in your mind. It's about your guys wanting you to stand in your personal truth versus what everybody told you the truth was. Because what everybody told you the truth is, or what everybody acts like is fact, in the face of experience, something else may turn out to be true. You see what I'm saying? We're supposed to be utilizing our intuition. So that's the spirit saying. Okay? So, okay. What was I about to talk about? Yeah. And that's what opens us up to the rest of our wealth. Like, okay, you know how we all trying to work on amplifying our manifestations and stuff like that, right? Well, if you only praying and meditating and all like that in one direction, you're only getting downloads from that direction. You're only getting as much as you can from that direction. But there's other energies trying to help you to be abundant, okay? But you're not working with them. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing, is how we limiting ourselves. And this is the karmic cycle that we're having to destroy at the time with this 8. Okay? This old paradigm where we limit ourselves, where we sabotage ourselves, where we feed ourselves illusions and shit like this. This the karmic cycle we having to break and dead that shit in the water. You see what I'm saying? And it's gonna happen by choosing to shift and do shit just a little different. Okay? What is wrong with me? We always pray facing east. What's wrong with me if I need grounding? Shifting 90 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Shifting 90 degrees to the left to face north to get my ground on. You see what I'm saying? What's wrong with that? Why should I feel like it's a sin if I want to turn around and face the other way? Because everybody face this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thinking that got spiritualists and true healers called out as heretics and got us stoned at stakes and burnt and shit. You see what I'm saying? That's the thinking that condemned the Christ for being the healer. You see what I'm saying? We collectively are the Christ consciousness. So if we're constantly stuck in the loop of that consciousness, we're constantly condemning ourselves and punishing ourselves. And we going through ascension, so who in the fuck has time for that? We don't. We don't. We don't. Alright? We just don't. We gonna utilize all of our resources in the age of Aquarius. All of them. Okay? Okay. So that means if you overactive mentally, don't you pray to no dang on east. Don't you meditate facing no dang on east if you overactive mentally. Huh? You need to open your heart. Turn around. Okay? Face west. Okay? That's the emotions. That's the water. That's what's going to help your heart. That's what's going to put you in the flow. Turn around. Okay? You've been going through ascension after ascension, going so quick, you don't know whether you're coming or going, okay, whatever, like this. You healing, trying to help other folk heal, like workers, like this, like this. You need a balance, you need to ground. When you do that balancing and you do that grounding, you go out in nature, you face north. That's going to get you the most impactful grounded energy you could get, because north is aligned with the energy and the element of earth. Okay? You've been energy vamped on. Okay? We know we all dealing with these narcissists. We all hear that in the community. Narcissist. We all know we've been energetically fed on. We already know we've been energetically drained as empaths. If we're trying to regain and call back our power, if we are trying to gain motivation, drive, willpower, the will to take action, let's say you've been depressed and can get yourself out of the bed, you would benefit from meditating and praying towards the south. Because that's the fire energy. That's the energy that's going to get your ass up and on your feet. You know what I'm saying? Is we the energy workers or the light workers or not? Okay. So, don't even trip. I ain't here just to talk shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even mad at everybody's religious practice. You know what I'm saying? Because we can have both your religious practice and your personal spiritual practice. But that's what the divine is wanting to do here. Okay? With that 1151 angel number coming up, that's the divine promoting us to utilize and strengthen our own personal truth, our own personal practice. Okay? That's how we gonna defeat these energies. That's how we win the war. We not gonna win by doing what they told us to do. We gonna win by doing something else. Okay. So Spirit's gonna back it up. I got the channels out. I got all my notes out, the channels out, and all like that. Spirit's gonna back it up with the cards. That's crazy. Could have swore some more folk was gonna be up in here. That's all right though. They'll catch the playback. Anybody that needs this message will hear this message. Spirit know who it's for. All right. So Divine Holy Spirit, back us up. Make this real for the collective. Give them some insight. Some insight here. I'll say some insight. That's funny. What's going on? Let's get some insight to this energy, this full moon. Show the collective why they would benefit from learning these energies associated with the different directions and how to best benefit. Lord, I hate Mercury retrogrades coming in. It's always the pre-shadow. It fucked my speech up so bad. Spirit, y'all know what to show the people. Y'all already know. I don't even know why I'm going through all that. Thank you. The thinking man. Okay? That's that air energy shit I'm talking about. Okay? That's all this old praying to the east. That's all that old over worrying, all that overactive mental activity. The overactive masculine energy, just exerting thoughts, just spewing thoughts willy-nilly. We not even realizing the thoughts we kick out half the time. But that's what spirits want us to be aware of, because our thoughts is manifesting more rapidly than usual. So we have to get a hold on the thoughts that's coming in and out of there. Okay? If you keep praying and you keep working to the east and praying to the east all the time like this, it's only going to pick the mental activity up more. Okay? Face another direction, please, or something. Okay? That's 4 and 6, breaking back down to a 1. Okay? The 1, as far as the angel number is concerned, the 1s can represent the thought life. Okay? So that's what we're being asked to balance out here, because 4 and 6, we're talking about stability with the 4. 6 is the balance, you see, and the harmony. So we're having to get balanced and get stable about how we're looking at things. We're having to set some sort of balance and harmony. We throw ourselves out of balance if we only work in one direction. Okay? Because of what everybody the fuck else do. Okay? Because what everybody the fuck else in the church do, everybody in the mosque and the temple face east, everybody in their mama face east, they meditate, everything to the east. Because everybody said, Who are these people? Who are these people? You don't know them. You know what I'm saying? Why can't you march to the beat of your own drum? Why can't you be different? Okay? The community, that's what I'm saying. It's that outlook that they give you that, oh, that's wrong. That's the problem. That's an obstacle warrior blockage. Okay? That's what'll cause you to overthink your every little action. Okay? The community. Okay? But everybody at the church and the mosque and everybody and mama got to say, it don't matter which way everybody else face. You face the direction that's best for you to face. If you're worried, or let's say you needed to heal a particular thing, there's a direction that's best associated with what you're dealing with. Okay? You're healing emotional trauma, emotional wounds, face west. West is the water. Okay? You need to protect yourself in a dream state, face west. West is the water. Okay? A lot of us need protection in the dream state. We should be all praying towards the west before we go to bed. Okay? If your dream state is being hacked by other energies, which we see it come through the readings all the time. You see what I'm saying? Oh, but everybody else that face east. Whatever. Okay? The temple path. The temple path. This is about what the divine is guiding for you to do. Not what all these other folks said you should do. This is about the divine guiding you to your most divine high self. This is the divine guiding you to what best suits you. How the divine can best get their messages to you. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. It's a personal spiritual path. Okay? So if we're needing to ground, okay, you're needing to ground, or you're healing from sexual traumas or physical abuse or anything like this, you should be facing north. You see what I'm saying? You know, we have to do the work. Shut up, y'all, the thinking woman. The thinking woman comes out in the gold space. This is spirit saying turn around. Yeah. Okay. You see how the man facing this way and the woman turn around facing that way? The air represent the masculine energy. Okay? Spirit said turn around. It's time for some of us, we're out of alignment or we're out of balance. Some of us need more of our feminine energy. Some of us, okay, divine masculines, divine feminines. If you're needing to heal your feminine energy, your prayers and meditations as far as healing of the feminine energy should be to the west. Turn around. You see what I'm saying? Turn around. The divine's current will for this situation, I knew that's what it was about. Because I got a lot about east and west last night. And it's crazy, right? Because it's the woman with the heart here. The divine's current will. It's for us to become more balanced and more grounded emotionally. For us to learn how to move from our heart center. We have to learn how to move from our heart center. Move with love and move with compassion. Okay? We would best do that to the west. Okay? Turning around. And that's why I got a lot of east and west last night. And it was crazy because they actually brought up the whole East Coast, West Coast hip hop beef that was going on in the 90s. Okay? Y'all know we mess with Tupac on this channel, but listen, They got me caught up in the whole East versus West thing that was going on in the 90s and how it's kind of indicative of this. Okay? Because that's the thing, is like with everybody paying to the East, everybody think that, oh, this is the way we always did it. That's the way it's supposed to be done. You could look at that as far as East Coast beef and the hip hop situation. Oh, we invented hip hop. Oh, that's how we always did it. This is the sound. This is how it's supposed to be. Da-da-da-da-da-da. We better than the West Coast niggas. Okay? You can look at the West Coast situation the same way. We got more heart than them. You know what I'm saying? We got more heart. Our flow is different. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You see what I'm saying? But that's because it's West. So one isn't better than the other. I'm not saying that it's better to completely negate the East. That's not what I'm saying. Okay? Some of us need healing as far as our masculine energy goes. Okay? If you're needing healing as far as your divine masculine self, or you're needing healing as far as mentally, or you're needing to heal away certain negative thoughts, or maybe you want to hit your affirmations. Hit your affirmations facing East. You know what I'm saying? Hit your affirmations and kick that negative thoughts, kick the positive words out to the East. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Healing patriarchal trauma, you know what I'm saying? Stuff that went on with a father, whatever the case. Pray about that to the East. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not saying negate it. I'm not saying the East is better. I'm not saying the West is better. I'm not saying none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it's time that we be more resourceful. It's time that we do what's best for our energy. We can't sit around and complain about how slow stuff is coming in and this and that if we're not utilizing the energy to the best of our capability. Okay? That's negating 3 other resources if you're only working one way. You see what I'm saying? Is the point. You know what I mean? And I hope that that's clear. You know what I'm saying? I hope that that's clear for somebody. Top and bottom of the deck. The door of value on the top of the deck. Okay? Then you got Archangel Ariel out here holding down the second chakra. Okay? Let's say we need to open up. Let's say we're needing to be more creative, manifest more abundance. Okay? You would just benefit from working to the West. Okay? You just would. Or let's say you're needing to build up your confidence so that you make sure you're assured in your self-worth, you're assured of your self-value, or maybe you're needing to boost your self-esteem. Then if you're needing to work on your value and self-worth and self-esteem, you'll benefit from working to the self. Okay? That's sacral and solar energy. Okay? Okay. Shut up, and the door of romance is right there. When we learn how to utilize and harness these energies to the best of our capability, this is when different doors and everything like this will begin to open up for us. But we can't do what we always done. It requires a shift. Okay? It requires that we do something just a little different. Okay? Let me guess. I don't know. I'm trying to get some little parting words or something. Some parting words. Maybe we'll get some ascended masters out here. So polish it up. You see what I'm saying? Like this, like that. That may or may not be the divine order. The divine is moving and doing for you in divine order. Just move in accordance with what the divine is telling you. Okay? Do what you feel is right. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Okay? When I sat down and went into meditation last night, when I go into meditation at night, period, sometimes it feels better facing west. Okay? We're not going to meditation at night. It makes sense though. If the water is represented by the west, dreams represented by the west, spirit, that's the spirit world, the dream world. Okay? It would make sense that I would feel more inclined to meditate to the west at night. Everything that you do is in divine order. Do not second guess yourself. Okay? That's the lesson that's unfolding. Okay? Us having to shed these traditions and all this programming and learn how to hear ourselves again. Okay? Green Tara, supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitations. Have trust. Okay? Supreme protection. You're protected no matter which direction you choose to pray in. Let's just be clear. No matter which direction you choose to pray in, you are supremely, divinely protected when you choose that. Trust what spirit guides you to do. You see what I'm saying? Have faith. Okay? The cords to the old timelines are being cut right now. We're battling the last of those little negative, nagging thoughts that's trying to guilt trip us, trying to hit us with the shame and blame shit so that we dip into feeling bad and so that we get sucked back into the karmic loop situation. And spirit is like, we dead in that right now. It's over. Okay? It's over. It's over. Divinely, spirit of love and life. Do a couple more. Advice. Okay. Hilarion coming out. Divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Boom. Okay. Don't know who's going to hear this message. But with the green Tara here and then with the Hilarion coming out, you are definitely someone I'm speaking to when I say maybe you would benefit from facing west. Okay? He got all this heart chakra activity going on. If you're doing heart chakra healing, face west. Okay? Or maybe switch off. Do some to the west, okay? Because that'll help balance you emotionally. Then do some to the north, because that'll help ground you. You see what I'm saying? In the green, the nature energy from the north. You see what I'm saying? Maybe split that. You see what I'm saying? You get what I mean? But honor your sensitivity. It's time to retreat and recharge. Okay? Retreat and recharge for me automatically means somebody needs to ground. So you might be somebody that would benefit from meditating to the north right now. Okay? Anything else, Spirit? Well, that was quick. Rada, soul flame, rediscover a lost part of yourself. Huh? And experience relationship harmony and healing. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. Huh? Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Think about that. For the entire age of Pisces, okay? For the last 2,100 some odd years, okay? Everybody been praying facing to the east. So wouldn't you or wouldn't you not meet some new soul versions or some new spirit guides? If you would or would you not rediscover a old part of yourself if you just turned 90 degrees? Huh? Elmoria. Awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. Okay. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The universe is with us. The universe is guiding us. It's going to take for us to utilize our intuition to know what is best for us to do within any given moment. We have to begin to shed these traditions. You know what I'm saying? We got to put a little bit of a nail in the coffin here as far as, defeating this programming here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the spiritual warfare. Because that's why they had everybody praying to the east on the low, because the east is mental energy. That's how you know it was all about mind control, because they made it all about that one energy or that one being or that one deity or that one school of thought or these one traditions, and mine is right and anything else is wrong, and all like this and all like this and all like that. This is how we became lost in the sauce. This is how we began listening to other beings outside of ourselves, going off of what everybody else said is right versus what the divine told you is right. You see what I'm saying? Just to be socially accepted and all like this. Okay? And that's the energy that created the persecution for the Christ. If we just looking at the stories. That's the energy that brought about the persecution of us as healers. Many of us have been healers and light workers more than just this lifetime. Okay? We went through this quite a few lifetimes here on earth as far as being persecuted for being able to tap into and communicate with the divine in ways which others feel like we shouldn't, and all like this here. Okay? Because if you could go to the divine Holy Spirit for yourself, then they don't have you under mental control, then do they? You see what I'm saying? Think about it. All right. Peace and love supreme unto everybody. I hope this message was helpful. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share with someone who may find it helpful. And come back anytime you feel the need. Okay? You're doing one more time. We're just going to go through a brief thing with the directional thing. Okay? Because, like, say you don't know nothing about the different directions or whatever like this. Google does wonders, by the way. Google it. Okay? What does East help with? Or what does East represent spiritually? East. That's the mental energy. That's your thoughts. Okay? If you're working on, let's say, third eye chakra stuff, crown chakra stuff, balancing and healing like that, healing the mental disorder, anxiety, stuff like this, you would in fact benefit from maybe praying and meditating to the east. However, if you're overactive mentally, maybe you need to ground some more. Okay? Face north. If you're needing grounding, if you're healing from sexual traumas, any physical abuse, anything like that, meditate, pray on those things, facing north. Okay? If you're healing from a lot of emotional wounds, emotional trauma, maybe gaslighting, things of this nature, okay, emotional manipulation, things like this, you will benefit from praying and meditating, releasing those energies west. Okay? If you've been depressed, you need help with self-esteem, you need willpower, drive, you've been energetically drained of your willpower, or people exerting their willpower over you, you need extra courage and extra strength, or you're working on solar chakra, sacral chakra stuff, you need to meditate to the south. It would best behoove you to do that energy work, that prayer work to the south. Okay? Okay, that's just a basic guide. Okay, please do make sure that you're doing your own research. Please do make sure that you're doing as the divine guides you to do. Okay, and do not second guess yourself and allow any religious dogma, traditions, old shit, or how negative thoughts or how it's supposed to be did and all like that. Shh. Okay, and just do you. All right, peace and love supreme to you all.